Hey, what's up? It's your boy Burb, and I'm back, baby, with another epic edition of the Collector's Vault. So it's been a few weeks since I've posted a Collector's Vault video where we showcase local collectors here in the DFW area and their toy collection. And boy, do I got a doozy for you guys today. So I actually ended up meeting this amazing couple. Their names are Aaron and Becky. They live locally here in DFW. They live in a 5,000 square foot home, of which 2,500 square feet of it is their vintage toy collection. And it is absolutely mind-boggling. This collection is insane, and I cannot wait to show it to you. Oh my God, like when I first walked in, I was just in complete awe. They were so gracious to allow me and my friend Jay to go in there and film their collection. So Jay actually set all of this up. You guys might remember Jay from a previous Collector's Vault video where Jay showed off his Masters of the Universe collection, which was freaking awesome. So Jay met Becky and Aaron and he hooked this whole thing up, and oh my gosh, like just absolutely blown away. So I got an exciting episode for you. We're gonna kick it off so Jay's actually picking me up. He's gonna drive me over to Aaron and Becky's because he's been to their house before, so he knows where it's at. But Jay recently got into Voltron, and so he's got his Masters of the Universe, but he's gotten into Voltron, and he picked up a pretty unique piece off of eBay. So we're gonna kick the episode off with Jay showing that off, and then we're gonna head over to Becky and Aaron's and let them show off their collection. I actually filmed this in a 4-part series. I got about 2 hours worth of footage, so I'm breaking it up into 4 parts. Part 1 is today. Part 2 will be next Tuesday. Part 3 the following Tuesday, and so on and so forth. So anyway, I'm excited. I hope you're excited. If you are, hit that like button, and then let's roll out. So what do you got here?
So I'm pretty much collected out with the He-Man stuff. Except expensive stuff.
Right.
So Voltron's another one of those dear to my heart, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start collecting the Voltrons.
Oh my God.
And I was on eBay, and this popped up, and I was like,
I didn't even know that
is this real? And I looked it up, and it's super rare, and it's real.
Yeah.
It is real, and it's a real working camera.
No kidding. So you can put film in it and everything.
I think it's a 110 millimeter they call it.
Wow.
But you can put film in it.
And it transforms?
You could put, remember the cartridges?
Yeah.
You could put film.
Wow.
And then you, here's the little, okay, so you lock it. Here's the little clicker.
Wow. To wind the film.
And there's the viewfinder right there. And
Yeah.
it actually comes out of there. And then you can actually.
Have you tried it yet?
Do we sell it? So many, do we sell
You might have to go on eBay to get the
buy
film,
that
right.
And how do you how do you develop it?
Right?
Yeah. So yeah,
Wow.
it transforms. It's real.
Wow. So the like legs and arms, it's got legs and arms.
Yeah,
And then does this like turn around, swivel to like, oh, his head's inside there.
Is the head?
Oh,
is it there?
dude, that is so cool.
So these little red things are, remember the wings?
Yeah.
His
Wow.
wings.
Amazing. All right, gang. We're here. We're at Aaron and Becky's house, and we're about to see something epic from what Jay says, so I don't know.
Craziness.
Yeah. All right, let's do this, man. All right. Do we just knock? Nothing like having cameras pointed at you.
I know.
Hey guys.
Hi, Beck. I was just saying, nothing like having cameras going as soon as you open the door. You must be Becky.
I'm Becky. Nice to meet you.
I'm Chris. And Bert, you can call me Bert. Hey.
Thanks for coming over.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having us.
Oh my God. What am I doing? That's what I'm doing exactly with Chris.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Holy cow. Oh my God. Wow.
Get out of the way. Sorry.
Wow. Oh, wow. I'm shocked.
This is just the first.
This is just, I know. This is just, we're not even into the house.
Okay, Chris. I
Wow.
told you. Hey, how you doing?
I love the Rainbow Bright stuff. So is this your part of the collection here?
Well, so wasn't intentionally meant to be like boys versus girls.
Yeah.
But the color patterns, when I came into Aaron's life and started adding girl lines, they became much more colorful. and they're the smaller lines. So when we were setting up, like, we actually set up this bookcase set and the My Little Ponies first.
Yeah.
And then Aaron, his best friend, figured out how to rig up a second bookcase. So if you look at the Lego ones, they're taller. There's a half bookcase below it.
Oh, I
So we
see.
called
There,
it
yeah.
everything, because I was like, I don't want to put it on and then have to take it back off.
Right.
So these will eventually get redone, and we can always shuffle things around. It just happened that they're smaller lines, they go on smaller bookcases. That's
Yeah.
where you only have like 4 or 5 bookcases versus Aaron wanted the whole Lego room, and this still isn't all the Lego.
It's not?
So, no.
Oh, wow. Is there other, is it like in storage or is there throughout the rest of the
So
house?
right now it's mostly in the back. There's still some Star Wars in with like Star Wars Lego and with Star Wars toys in the next room over, and Voltron is in the back with Voltron and TV related items.
I can't wait to see all that stuff, man.
But yeah, so he has a lot of modern. When he started collecting the Lego, he just wanted to do vintage was the plan.
Yeah.
But they've come out with a lot of cool sets that tie into other toy lines, like they did D&D this last year, or Voltron or Optimus Prime. So there's about Star Wars. He said he wasn't interested in the Star Wars Lego. I don't need that. And we have tons of it now. So this is the vintage Lego primarily.
Yeah, well, that's Jay on the way over. He's like, do you like Lego? And I said, well, I'm not really into Lego. I said, but when I was a kid, I had like all the castle Lego. And he's like, it's all there. He's like, it's all there. Is this pretty much the whole castle?
We're working on completing the line.
Okay.
Well, all the castle lines, I guess, because it kind of moved through different. You had the Black Falcons and then the Force Men and different sub-themes within castles. So we're working on from like the 80s to the 90s at least.
Wow.
Trying to complete that. This isn't all of it yet.
I love that you've got a boxed version and then you have it out loose on display.
Aaron believes in collecting the boxes, and I joined that.
Yeah.
Along the way, he really likes having the original packaging.
And the packaging's nice too. Like these boxes aren't beat.
Yeah, he collected nice ones, and when I was going through, I found lots of duplicates that we picked up over the years where we upgraded and then we didn't pull the other one out. So, but trying to get him to let go of things is tricky sometimes.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
So yeah,
and my
hard,
my
right?
wife knows that too.
Yeah.
She's like,
when we get to this level of quantity, it's like, okay, we need,
right?
you know, is it worth keeping to when it could be sold and something else comes in? So
Holy cow. Like, I can't believe this is just the first room.
yeah, lots of people have said it feels like Toys R Us.
Oh yeah,
packaging, and
100%.
That's one of the things that we thought of, is that feeling of going to the toy store or opening something on Christmas morning or your birthday.
Yeah, right.
Something that a friend had.
This brings back so many memories. I remember getting these castle plates. That's like you said, for my birthday, for Christmas,
Exactly.
Easter. You had one?
That one.
Exactly which one?
It was that one. I got
That one
one.
Oh, this one right here? Yeah.
The
I had.
Drawbridge one with the
Looks like
little-
84.
Yeah, I had
I
that
got
one too.
one.
Oh, this is a cool one down here too.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And my mom would buy me like the loose horse sets, like those up there.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
they were only like
They had like
$5.
the little 6-packs. Yeah, they were only
man.
They
$4.
were
So you
a
could
couple
pick them up.
dollars,
Yeah.
and you could get them at
These
Kmart.
boats are so cool.
Yes, right as you're checking out. You know, just something to show up the kid.
Yeah, something to take home. And you guys and said, okay, if you actually are going to do it, we need to like start displaying it like you're talking about. And
Yes.
So he's been collecting for 25 years.
at least, yeah.
Wow.
Since he started making a paycheck in college, he
Wow.
put money towards it in high school. But
Yeah.
25 years. I mean, the year keeps getting longer.
And this
So
is
when you
amazing.
need to adjust that, it's not the
So,
same.
just out of curiosity, when you guys met, were you a collector already, or did
That's a good
meeting
question.
him?
Everybody comes around to that one. So one, I joke that I'm part of the collection because we knew each other as kids and grew up down the street.
Oh,
from
you
each other.
did?
Yeah.
And
Wow.
he found me on Facebook, and that's how we started talking again. And then
She was one of my best friends from like
birth
birth to like
8,
yeah,
7,
first
8.
grade.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
so
amazing.
that was kind of
What a
fun
love
part of
story.
it,
Yeah.
And one of the first things I said to Aaron when he messaged me was, I was like, from He-Man She-Ra, like that was one of my memories I had with Aaron, was playing with
Toys.
that toy line and being goofy. And we found footage from '86, one of my birthday parties, where I was getting my first Sweet Secrets and opening those up and playing with them, and
Yeah.
he took my bike. Like he yanks it around and takes off. Because my dad just had the VHS setting up for like the 2 hours of the birthday party and taped the whole thing like from the corner, so you see parts of it. You can hear us on and off screen, and
That's amazing.
found
Like
photos of
that.
each
How
other.
cool that you have tape from your childhood of
Yeah.
you two being together. Like you know.
So that was part of being able to get on board with this. Is it does feel like, oh, I knew Aaron from childhood. We joke because, and I just released a video yesterday. We're laughing about it to ourselves. Not everybody understands, but like, I came over. He said, "Come visit me." When at the point we had reconnected, I moved to Missouri. I was coming back for work, and he's like, "Hey, come visit me, and you know, you can stay the night. It's cool, and I have a guest room, and you can stay here." And I was like, "Okay." And everybody's like, "You went to a strange man's house?" I slept over the very first night, like, you know,
Right.
like it was friendly relations. And I was like, what's going on? I was like,
Right.
but it was Aaron. So yeah, I did. I didn't think about. My
That's
parents
funny.
live like 3 minutes down the street too, so like if I needed to leave, I
Yeah.
I had it out.
Right. But it helped that you knew that he wasn't a creep. You
Well,
know.
he seemed like just the same sweet kid that I knew growing up, and we knew his family and like his sisters and his parents and
Right.
to his sisters' baptisms and are in the photos and stuff. So
Wow.
I was able to go through my stuff and pull out photos of him when we were little, and we
Yeah.
talked for a while and stuff on and off. So my mom was good about saving a lot of my childhood toys. I still have like my original Light Bright in box. And
Oh wow.
I have different things.
Wait a minute. You have your original Rainbow Bright in the box.
No, sorry, Light Bright.
Oh, Light Bright
Yeah.
in the box. Okay. I was like, wow, as a kid, like that's kind of keeping
We
it
put
in the
Light
box.
Bright back
Yeah.
and forth,
We
you know,
do
Yeah.
have Rainbow Bright in the box.
Yeah. I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
I did have my original Rainbow Bright, and I haven't been able to find it yet. And I know I had it in to at least my college years or later.
Okay.
But I had my original Baby Bright, which was a later toy that came out in
Yeah.
line. But so I had toys, and I had picked up things along the way with Rainbow Bright or Care Bears or think because it was nostalgic, and I liked it. I had nothing like this.
Yeah.
This is all another level. And it was when we started moving into Aaron's house that we were like, he was a single man in his 30s that had a 4-bedroom house that collected toys for 20 years. We disagree on how much volume was in the house at that point, but he just had lots of cardboard boxes.
No.
Things were like stored.
Was it all
packed up.
organized at all at the time? No. So you helped with all that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can deal with chaos if it's organized chaos. It's
Yeah.
the best way that I've been able to describe it.
Yeah.
When all he talked about early on was that he wanted a museum and he wanted to be able to share this and he wanted to be able to showcase it and have it out.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, well then you really need to do something to change where it's at. And
So when you came over that first night, whatever,
Yeah.
was the house like were there just toys?
no, he had most of it shoved in. He had 3 bedrooms that he
Okay.
like other than where he was sleeping in the master, and he had a lot of stuff like piled in the closets, piled up in one room that he just had like for storage that
Okay.
was just extra stuff.
Sounds like my place.
And then he had a
One
hobby
display
room
cabinet
that,
with all my original,
like a curio cabinet.
all my
type.
G1 Transformers in them.
Yeah.
And so I had, not my original ones, but ones I rebought, but I had those because it fit in the display cabinet nicely and keep them dust free.
Right.
But everything else was put away in different rooms, put away in the closets.
Yeah, he had
in
the
a hobby
hot
room.
tub room too
Yeah.
that had all kinds of. He had boxes from eBay that he never opened yet, like they had just piled up, and he opens them with his best friend, and when they have a chance, they open them, but he doesn't have to like
Yeah.
open them as soon as they come in the house. There was a lot from just the entry you wouldn't know, but when you go in the other bedrooms, the closets, then you start seeing it. And he had what he called his hobby room, which had the G.I. Joes in it, and that did have a lot of the volume of toys, but they were. When we discussed the boxes, he's like, well, it's the artwork on them too. And I was like, okay, I can totally get behind that. But he had them turned so that you could only just see the red sleeve on the end.
Like
Okay.
a library.
So,
Yeah.
But you couldn't see any of the box artwork that way.
Right,
So I was
right.
like, when we started moving things around, I
We
was
might
like,
have to
"Show
change this. Yeah.
Show this, yeah.
Becky encouraged me to bring them out into the living room and the family room, and
Well,
I was really hesitant against that.
We know the place to put him because we needed to like move it out of the room that became my son's room, and like I was in the office. It was like, okay, we need the piles of toys to move somewhere.
Right.
Aaron had bought 14 bookcases before I came into the picture, and so he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna put some stuff up
Which
on."
was for books.
Yeah. It
College
wasn't for
books that we can't get rid of, but there weren't many books in the house.
hilarious.
So I was joking. Aaron did, like we were reading Hatchet, which is an old book at the time we were first getting together, and He's like, oh, I've read that book. I was like, yeah, it's a good book. There's some sequels. And he's like, oh no, I've only read 6 books in my life. Like, he didn't have books.
I'm an audiobook guy. I don't read books. Yeah.
But I don't think you even did that at the time.
It's funny.
Technical books.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
You're
there's a lot
right.
of like college calculus books and coding and things that, like, are you really gonna read these again?
Right.
But we've pared down on some of that history books that we didn't need. So it was something that I could, with the explanation and the reasoning they had of it, it was like, okay, this is fun. I feel the nostalgia every time people came over and he was pulling things out and showing it off because he wanted to share it. He just didn't have it displayed the way that he was talking about wanting it.
Yeah, I can imagine like just people coming in, like the joy and the amount of smiles it brings to their faces.
Yeah, nobody leaves upset usually.
Yeah, right.
They stay longer than they plan, which is totally fine.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Jay was saying when he came over here, I guess last week. He's like, I was there for 4 hours.
Oh, see, I didn't even pay attention to the clock, so I didn't realize it was that long. Yeah, we just, invite folks
Oh my
over and say,
God.
"Come stay. We'll
That's
tell us
epic.
something we can offer you to drink, and we'll go from there." And I've had a lot of time to work on this too. I've had health issues this last couple of years, and so this has given me something to do.
Some
that's
extra
a lot
time,
more fun than just be down on.
And kind of keep your mind off stuff and whatnot.
Yeah, if I stay busy, which is just my normal setting, I need to be going. Then I don't focus on pain and other issues. As much. And then we see the positive of being able to have people come over, and Aaron doesn't talk about wanting to have a museum like he used to. We have it now.
Yeah, you have it now, right?
It just, we haven't figured out how to do it outside the house. So, but that helps for me to be able to just go to work in the morning because I just have to move to a different room of the house.
Right. Look at all this. This is just absolutely incredible. I bet you Lego guys are going nuts right now. This is all vintage collection too. So this is all from like the 1980s. Wow. So what were you saying?
So most everything is in chronological order,
Okay.
at least for the Legos. So you start off with the Yellow Castle from like 77, 79-ish. You
Okay.
go up to like 84 and 86 and then like 92 and then later 90s.
Oh, I see. This playset over here, this one, like what year is this one from?
This is from about 4 years ago.
Oh, really?
It's the Barracuda Bay. There's the box up there. It's a Lego Idea set.
Oh, okay.
There's probably
They based it on the original.
This is really awesome. I mean, I love
yes.
like the half ship, the way it's.
They can put together into a ship.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then there's the original down there. The original is one of the top 10 Lego sets of all time.
Of all time, wow.
But we just haven't
So
built the original yet.
I'm guessing that's the original price, $89.99.
Yeah, that
right?
came out in 1989.
What does that cost now to get if someone wanted to buy that like now? Do you know what the ballpark on that is?
Current retail or current
Yeah, like
prices?
if I went to
For this one.
if I went to eBay and wanted to buy that in box right now, like what?
$400 to $500,
Okay.
and it all depends on the condition and the condition of the box,
Right.
and prices fluctuate all the time.
That's amazing. So, and what year is this one from? Is this from 80?
89.
89. Now, obviously, there's a lot more to your collection to see, but
Yes.
which line is your favorite?
My favorite is probably the one I started with, which is G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe. All right.
1982.
Nice. I love it.
Yeah.
I heard you have the whole collection of it. Is that right?
Mostly the whole collection.
Mostly. Okay. What pieces are you missing?
I'm missing the. Sorry, I'm missing the. Sorry. I'm missing a few boxes. One of them's the Sears Command Center from the Cobra Command Center,
Okay.
Cobra Missile Command Center.
Okay.
And I'm missing a box for the Sears Piss Tank.
Oh,
The
okay.
red one. I'm missing the box. I have the vehicle.
So just the box. You got the yeah.
I don't have a Defiant yet,
Okay.
or the box for that.
Okay.
And then there's a few others down the line, and then like figures, it's mostly like the Night Force.
Yeah.
The super expensive stuff.
I a client of mine, his name's Dr. Joe Hudak. He's a chiropractor in Edison, New Jersey. He just gifted me the Sears His Tank,
Nice.
loose. Like
Yeah.
I don't have the box for it or anything like that either. But I was shocked and taken back when he said,
Yeah.
because he asked me, he's like, he sent a picture of it. He's like, "You ever seen this?" And I was like, "I've never seen one in person, but I know what that is."
Yeah.
And stuff. And the next thing I know, like a week later, it showed up in the mail, and I was like, "Oh my god!" So that's because you just need. So that's interesting that some of the pieces you need are just the boxes.
Yeah,
so,
just the boxes.
Yeah.
And some of them I've come across before, but it was $1,000 at the time, and it seemed a little high.
Right.
Or I just didn't want to pull the trigger. But then today's prices, that was actually a really good price. And
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Sometimes hindsight's 20/20 like that, right?
there's a couple Sears boxes I could have bought, but the lot was like $2,000, and I was like, I don't want it for three items, and I was like, I don't really want to spend that. But then
Right.
eventually I started getting all the sets, and I spent it more than that price to get the pieces.
Right. Well, I don't know. If I know Jay said that sometimes you watch some of the videos on the channel, but I have a friend named Teresa who went to a yard sale. She ended up showing up. I got to that same. It was a garage sale. I got there 30 minutes before it started, thinking I was going to get there ahead of everybody. She got there an hour before it started. So as I'm walking down the alley to go to the garage sale, she pulls up in the car behind me and she's like, "Hey, and I said, "Oh, are you here for the garage sale?" She's like, "Well, I got bad news." And I was like, and I thought she was going to tell me they canceled it. And she was like, she goes, I already got here and bought everything. Turns out she bought a bin of vintage toys for $45, and one of them had a Cobra Build-A-Figure in it. And it also had the Gold Brigade,
So those are two I don't have.
Yeah. Oh, you don't have those either? Okay, yeah. So my buddy Jason Miller, I did a video on his G.I. Joe collection. Those are the two he's missing as well.
Yeah.
So, but I was like, gosh, man, like for $45,
Exactly.
Well, geez, man. So over here we've got this. I mean, this is the first thing. Like, obviously, when you come in the door, the colors
Yes.
over here just.
And we
I'm
wanted
a sucker for bright colors, man.
It actually looks really good, and even if I know Rainbow Bright's a girl line, but it's actually pretty cool, and it's one of my favorite lines to collect over the past couple years.
Yeah, I agree. There's been some girl toy lines that I've kind of jumped into a little bit. She-Ra, My Little Pony.
Yeah, and
As
if
a-
you have Motu, you need She-Ra,
Yeah, of course, right?
and if you have Care Bears is more of a gender neutral line.
Yes,
So
I've
I actually had a lot
got-
of the PVC figures.
got the Care Bears too. I actually found this in a thrift store.
Oh, nice.
Almost near complete. It doesn't have the little scope on it.
Yeah, I'm
But,
just seeing the accessories like everybody else.
I have a friend on Instagram. She's also a member of my Goody Wheel gang. Her name is Chantel, and she goes by Shorty Resells, and she is a huge Care Bear fan. So she's probably going to go nuts when she sees this video. So
Yeah.
she loves the Care Bears.
You haven't even checked out the hallway yet.
Oh, the hallway's just like, oh, look. Oh, Chantel, if you're watching, look what's down there. All right, we'll get to that. We'll get there. That is super cool.
We've had to be creative on space.
Oh, I forget this dude's name. Do you remember? Lurky?
And Murky's sitting in
Murky,
front of them there.
okay.
Yeah, Murky Dismal they were the evil villains, always trying to steal the color.
Yeah. Rainbow Bright. Oh yeah, and then we got these are the Care Bear cousins, right?
Yes.
I've seen the plush, but I haven't seen the PVC.
PVC is a little bit harder to come across.
Yeah. Which one of these do you think is like the rarest one to get? Or are they all just kind of
I'd say the
equal in rarity?
Penguin
The
is
penguin?
probably one of the hardest ones to find.
Okay.
Maybe the rabbit, but those are about probably the two top.
This
It took us the longest to find those.
and isn't his is it free? What's his
Professor Coldheart.
Professor Coldheart, right? That guy scared me when I was a kid. Like, he had those little toad minion things that were actually ended up being kids. If you remember, like, yeah, that like freaked me out when I was a kid. I loved the Care Bear movie though. That was. Whoops.
It's okay. I tried to just.
And these
It
are
happens all the
Wuzzles.
time.
Yeah, the Wuzzles. Again, have never seen the PVC. Have seen the plush.
We had a few from my childhood, my sister's childhood, of the Wuzzles and the Care Bears, and so
Okay.
since we had a couple, we just decided to go after the rest of them. They're like cousins to the cousins.
Yeah, right? Cousins to the cousins, right? Second cousins. Wow. Oh, yeah, here's another shelf down here.
They jump off though.
Oh, this is cool. I like the little vehicle there.
Yeah, like if these keep falling over.
And this is like some sort of like
It's a colored cottage. It's a
color
place
cottage.
that's-
Okay.
It's like Toy Story, right? So
But some of them broke. I just have to glue them back.
yeah,
And these are these are paper dolls.
that's a recent pickup. Yeah, you can open it up. It's not sealed.
Okay.
But
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
So you get Rainbow Bright on underoos, and you get to put her outfits on.
Oh, that's awesome.
And she has a couple different outfits.
I love stuff like that. Oh yeah, look at her little vehicle. So what's the vehicle called?
Becky, what's her car called?
on it, the color buggy.
The color buggy. And that kid there, I don't remember.
Is he the red one?
Yeah, the red hair.
It's Red Butler.
Red
Butler.
Butler. Little Gone with the Wind.
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny. Wow, look at these. Oh, you got the box for the buggy too.
Yeah, that's tracking down the original packing material helps.
My favorite Care Bear is Funshine. I love
that shelf?
Funshine. Yeah, I can tell it's all Funshine.
One of my friends I've had since 5th grade got me Funshine for my birthday, but got me one of the modern ones. I think she got me the one that's over on the right.
Okay.
So I was
Oh,
like,
this
you
one
know
over
what?
here. Yeah, the fifth.
So I was like, you know what? Funshine made it from like the beginning to like current day, and rather than getting all the different types of Care Bears that come out during that
Right.
40-year period, let's just get Funshines when we find them. So
Right.
that's kind of in there. Yeah.
Yellow is my favorite color. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
that's why I was drawn to Funshine.
Yeah. It's so bright and cheerful. So that suitcase is my original childhood suitcase.
Oh, no kidding.
It's like that's something that I still had with my stuff.
I've got a He-Man one like that. I
Yeah,
picked up
there
one.
was a whole bunch that have come out. We picked up a Strawberry Shortcake at some point. So we've seen lots of different versions.
And, oh wow, dude, I love Alf too. Oh man, you're this guy right here. I've been looking for this dude in thrift stores like for years, and I've
Yeah, go.
finally found him at the Goodwill bins.
Really?
So I was down. Okay, so well, here's what happened. So I was at the Goodwill bins, and they have like a back room where they like kind of
Okay, sort
sort
everything,
everything. I saw his legs hanging over, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I'm
couldn't
like,
be,
"I
yeah.
think that's a My Pet Monster." Sure enough, it was. So they brought him out. He was in the bins. I got lined up. There was like this 20-something-year-old kid next to me. And I was like, please don't know what, because you don't know what they're going
what they're
for.
gonna
I'm
go,
like, please don't know what that is. And as soon as they said go, well, they all shop. This kid was so freaking fast. He grabbed it by the belly. I got a hold of a leg, and then he just like ripped it right out of my hands. And I was just like, ah. So I missed it, but like,
I have almost the same
He's
from
super
a estate
cool.
sale last November, December. I didn't see it in the pictures and realize, but like I was the third or fourth person in, and one of the kids right in front of me, I saw him in their bag, and I was like, "There was a My Pet Monster here," and he's like, "Yep."
oh man.
And you're getting it? He's like, "Yep."
Heartbreaking.
Yeah,
It's like a
it's
gut
like-
punch, you know? See, didn't I tell you? Absolutely mind-boggling. Aaron and Becky have an absolutely insane collection. And wait until we get to the part where Aaron shows off his G.I. Joe room. Oh my God. Like, if you are a G.I. Joe fan, like, this is gonna blow your mind. It is like, it's insane. It really is. So you're gonna need to keep an eye out for that. I don't know if it's like part 3 or part 4. Again, this is a 4-part series, so keep an eye out for part 2, which will be out next Tuesday. So I'm excited, man. Like, this was such a treat being able to walk through their home. They were such great hosts and like really made us feel comfortable and took very good care of us while we were there.
And man, just some really, really, really good people. But hey, if you enjoyed watching this episode as much as I enjoyed making it for you, do me a favor, smash that like button. And if you want to watch more videos just like this, then check out this next video.